Are we recording? Yes, we are. Casual Jackie today. Feeling very Canadian. I can't believe we've been doing this for a month. Overhyped or underhyped? Here we go. I wasn't ready for John Tortorella to bench Patrick Laine 26 minutes. Already? I feel overwhelmed. Here we go again. Y'all know. The Chicago Blackhawks, ain't nobody talking about the Hawks power play money. The Arizona Coyotes just beat the St. Louis Blues 3 in a row. Nobody cared. Nobody cares. Nothing. Crickets. Whatever. Well, I care. Underhyped. Jack Roslovic. More like Roslasic. You gonna disagree with that? I highly doubt it. Topics from you guys. All the nonsense. Nonsense. Insane. Wild. Just What's up? What's good? We are here for week 4 and another edition of Overhyped or Underhyped. I can't believe we've been doing this for a month, but here we go. Lots of NHL content this week, plus we're gonna do quick hits, rapid fire, courtesy of you guys at home. All the nonsense you can possibly imagine. Are you ready? I'm not ready. Topic 1, you ain't ready? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for John Tortorella to bench Patrick Laine in his 4th freaking game for 26 minutes. The end of the second, the entire third. But y'all know me. Y'all know. I love Torts. I love the Blue Jackets. But here we go again. Oh my gosh. Do I think that benching Patrick Laine in just his 4th game was a little excessive? Absolutely. Does that mean that Torts is a horrible person who's going out of his way to bench one of his best players just because? Absolutely not. And guess what? Both of those things can be true. Here's the thing. If Cam Atkinson, who has been there for a minute, is basically backing up Tortorella on his decision to bench Laine, then that tells me that the core of this team, they've bought in. If you don't work hard, you don't play. No exceptions, no preferential treatment, and I respect that. So if you're the new guy in town, maybe it's not a good idea to lip off to one of your coaches in your first week. Just a thought. If you mouth off to your boss, does it go over well? My guess is probably not. If Tortorella doesn't bench him, what message does that send? It tells them that everything they've been told the last 3 to 4 years is a lie, that the rules they follow don't necessarily apply to everyone. One player joins the team and suddenly they get special treatment. Tortorella would be a complete hypocrite. My beef is with this narrative that people think Tortorella is going out of his way to create this. Just because. Give me a break. John Tortorella is trying to win hockey games. That's what coaches do. They coach. I also genuinely believe that Tortorella is not out to get Patrick Laine. I think he wants to make Laine the best player that Laine can be. And I think we can all agree that Laine could use a little work on his defense. You gonna disagree with that? I highly doubt it. John Tortorella is doing what he needs to do to protect the culture that he helped build with players who actually stayed in Columbus and, by the way, have actually won some playoff games, like recently, despite Panarin leaving, despite Bobrovsky leaving, despite Duchesne and everyone else they got at that deadline leaving. So there is something to it. They've had more success in the postseason than some other teams that you're ready to plan parade routes for. Just saying. To insinuate and push this narrative that Tortorella has some gripe with star players that supersedes everything else that he's paid for is a joke. Overhyped. I don't think so. Those. You know who wants to be in Columbus? Jack Roslovic. He wants to be in Columbus, and holy moly, he has been putting on a show since he got there. 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points in 7 games, point per game player, no big deal. And nobody's talking about it. It's been completely overshadowed. That's the real travesty in all of this, because this goal right here, filthy. Hometown kid putting on a show with the CBJ logo on his chest, and Nobody's talking about it. Completely underhyped. You're underhyped, Jack. Underhyped. In the 3 spot, the Arizona Coyotes just beat the St. Louis Blues not once, not twice, oh no, 3 straight W's in a row. Underhyped. Nobody cares. Nobody cared. Well, I cared. When we found out that the Coyotes and the Blues were gonna play each other 6 straight times, all I could think was, sucks to be Zona right now. They have to play St. Louis how many times? There goes their season. They're gonna get buried in the standings. And the exact opposite happened. They went from 3-5-1 to 6-5-1 on the season, right back up in the mix. And can we talk about Christian Dvorak? 7 goals. 7. There he is, near the top of the list of your early season goal scoring leaders. Only 6 players have more goals than Christian Dvorak at the time of this recording. Nobody cares. Nothing. Crickets. Get him in fantasy if he's available. Seriously. Underhyped. Coming in hot at number 4, the Chicago Hawks? Why was I just gonna call them the Chicago Hawks? That's a real thing that almost just happened. The Chicago Blackhawks, money, power play, 36%. I think it's 4th in the NHL right now. They don't have Jonathan Toews. They're supposed to be a complete freaking joke this year, and here they are, points in 9 of their last 10. Here they are, walking away with points. Lanky, that's what I call him. He's been giving them solid goaltending, and the power play has been legit with a capital L. You know who else's power play is 36%? The Toronto Maple Leafs. You know who gets talked about way more than the Chicago Blackhawks? The Toronto Maple Leafs. I know it's not gonna last like that all season long, but as of right now, the Hawks power play is clearly underhyped. Ain't nobody talking about the Hawks power play the same way they've been breaking down and hyping up the Leafs power play. Kudos to the Hawks. You could have got away with just mailing it in right off the hop. No one would have blamed you. You're not supposed to be good. Yet here you are, taking home points. And honestly, I kind of hope that down the final stretch of the regular season, the Hawks are ruining dreams, playing spoiler for whoever's fighting for those final playoff spots at the end of the year. You got this. Number 5 is gonna be a little bit different this week. We are finishing off this episode with what I'm gonna call quick hits, which is topics from you guys. All the nonsense, all wrapped up into one final rapid fire segment. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, underhyped, absolute classic. You can't mess it up. Anyone that has peanut allergies, you are missing out on one of the greatest combinations in the history of sandwiches. And you can go with so many different types of flavors. Raspberry jam, strawberry jam, grape jelly. I mean, the options are endless. Honestly, I don't think it gets enough love anymore with all these gourmet sandwiches that everybody wants to eat. Throw it back old school to an absolute classic. PB&J will never go out of style. Underhyped. Favorite Cheeto. Okay, this isn't really formulated in the proper way. My favorite Cheeto is the jalapeno flavored Cheetos. They're the best Cheeto going. Underhyped. You know why? They're hot, much like flaming hot Cheetos, or whatever they're called. I don't eat them. But the difference is jalapeno gives you a little bit of flavor with the spiciness. Jalapeno for the win every day. Pop-Tarts. Oh my gosh. Pop-Tarts are underhyped, but I will say, you gotta have them toasted. Eating a Pop-Tart cold, I'm just not with it. Bath & Body Works Candle Day Sale. You know, here's the thing about me. I'm the type of shopper who doesn't like to mess around. So I can't be bogged down by lines outside of stores, lines inside the stores, and everything's a mess because there's so many people everywhere. Oh, I'm getting claustrophobic just thinking about it. They slow me down. I'm a quick shopper. I don't want to take a long time. Overhyped. Ooh, this is a good one. Gymshark and Lululemon. Lululemon is overhyped and overpriced. Gymshark, properly priced, underhyped. Highly recommend. Gymshark is so underrated. Probably my favorite athletic wear brand right now. Underhyped. Get on it. And I swear I'm not even saying this in the hopes that maybe you all tag them in the comments and then they send me a bunch of stuff and then I post about it and we become best friends and then I'm like an ambassador for Gymshark. I'm not saying this so that any of that happens. I haven't really even thought about it. but it is my favorite athletic wear brand right now. They are seamless. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. They're like seamless in the right areas. I'm not looking for a sponsorship, but I mean, if you have a vacancy, call me. The Weeknd's Super Bowl halftime show. Disclaimer, I'm Canadian, so naturally I am going to be inclined to like it. I thought it was good. I thought he was going into a situation with extenuating circumstances. He couldn't have too many people. He couldn't be near said people. There was no crowd to feed off of. So I thought the Weeknd's halftime show was great, but the stash has to go. Sorry. Anything beats whatever the heck Maroon 5 did a couple years ago. I mean, I'm still uncomfortable. Side note, Bruno Mars is probably my favorite halftime show in recent memory. I thought it was incredible. All right, friends, that is it. I have gone 10 minutes over the time that I said I would, so that's a big fat fail for me. But I appreciate you guys watching. Hit me up in the comments. Give me all of your thoughts on the Torts Laine Columbus drama. Is all of it just overwhelming? I feel overwhelmed. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you want to hear me talk about? Send me topics. Do whatever. Let's just shoot the shit and hang out. That's what I'm here for. Anyways, you know I'm bad at goodbyes. I drag this on every single week. But I appreciate you guys watching so much. Let's just end this before it gets awkward. Okay? That's the end. It's the end of the segment. See you next week. Bye.